So in this video today, I'm going to be showing you center lines, which are very, very important from intro to Grand Prix. So I'm going to be showing you how to get them straight, how to get on them straight, and also I'm going to be showing you the halts. If you do want a video on how to train halts, then there is another one, but this one's going to be more for like the competition halts. It's going to show you, I'm going to do an example for like a novice test where you're allowed to walk into them, and then I'm going to show you as you progress a little bit more advanced, where you have to go from say canter to halt or trot to halt straight away and it not be progressive, and then also the move off out of the halt, which is so important. Yeah, so that is today's video. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to start with the more novice halts, but bearing in mind this horse is training at PSG, we're probably still going to find this hard. So I'm just going to show you like the idea of it, but I'm also going to ride younger horses in these videos. Oh, it's all right. And you'll kind of get more the gist of it. They'll probably be a little bit more wobbly and show you a few more problems, but I wanted to put it all in one video so you guys can see. So the first off, we're going to do some trot ones. I'm going to show you how to progressively go into the halt and then how to move off. So I am just going to, he's warmed up and he's just kind of stood around while I decided what I was going to say. And now I'm going to start to gear him up. So first of all, obviously you have to have a good trot. So that's what we're going to look at now. If you're on the novice horses, you might be going rising, but I'm going to be doing sitting today just to help him engage. Because if you guys know Eagle, he struggles with that. I know there's a funny camera there. Good boy. Okay, so first up, I'm just going to show you, like, if I'm starting to teach horses to go straight, which obviously we need for a centre line, you can use the 3/4 lines, and then also you can get them in twice. So if you just use a centre line, you can only do it once, and then you have to go back round or do a little circle and then go again. Whereas 3/4 lines, good boy, seen the camera. You can do twice. Good boy. Good lad. So I mostly focus on keeping control of the shoulder, because I find like if I've got control of the shoulder, then I can get control of the hind legs better. Good boy. Really important as well that they're in front of your leg when you're trying to get them to go straight, because if they're dawdling, they can go left and right a little bit more. Good boy. Okay, so because he's an older horse, he should be going straight. I'd be worried if he wasn't. So now I'm going to show you getting onto the centre line and then riding a straight centre line. Good boy. So on the younger horses, I always think about riding this like a half 10 metre circle and then onto the centre line. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, we're running off. Good. And then again, like a half 10 to turn. Good boy. Good lad. Just touch him to check he's in front of my leg. He's not used to just trotting around. Okay, so again, I'm going to show you. Really important they don't fall on your inside leg around the turn. Really important they don't fall in there. Good. And then you can end up on the centre line. Good boy. Good. And I'm even like there, I'm thinking about keeping him soft to the left. Like I'm still thinking about riding the left rein, even though it probably doesn't look like I am, but that's how I keep the suppleness down the centre line so they don't go too rigid. Good boy. Good. So this time I'm going to do a halt. And what I'll do is I'll show you one from the side a minute, because I know you guys are in front of me. So, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, whoa. So in training at home, good boy, don't be afraid to like change it. Don't kind of just settle when it's not square. Obviously, in a test, when you start to become more advanced at improving the halt, you can improve in a test, but just be careful you don't make it worse in the test. Good. So we'll just do that again. Good boy. So be careful he doesn't fall around the inside corner. Inside leg on, outside leg on as well, so he doesn't fall the other way. Onto the centre line. Keeping him supple. Using my upper body to bring him down into halt. Oh, we've gone a bit wobbly. And then halt. Good boy, nice and square. What was I going to say about that? Oh yeah. What I always try and find when I'm going into the halt is, if I didn't have any reins, could I make them halt? And I always try and use my body to halt more, because then I don't get that resistance in the rein. So what I'm going to do, I'll do a serpentine and I'll show you guys the halts on that so you can see it from side on. Good boy. Gosh, it's hard talking and sitting trot. Good. So turn onto the centre line, upper body, walk. Whoa. Nailed it. Yay! Okay, so I'll show you again. Or maybe we'll just leave it at that because it was so good. Okay, so upper body gets me into trot. Upper body gets me into walk. So, whoa. And then I kind of just, oh, good boy. So I know it wasn't perfect, but he corrected himself, which I'm really happy with. Also, I'm always a bit more conscious of when the hind legs aren't square than the front legs. Good boy. So we'll show that again. But get into walk and then think, okay, now engage that walk and then get into halt. So walk, but keep them engaged. Yeah, so that was good. That was my fault, not his, because I kind of stopped riding the walk. So I'm going to do one now without talking, and hopefully I'll ride it better. Good lad. Good boy. So it's a little bit unengaged. Good. Good boy. No, I know. Good lad. So I'm just going to do, because he's a more advanced horse. Good. So the reason I've stopped doing the walk one, he's more advanced and he has a way of arranging himself on the forehand. So I wanted to kind of get that like more direct halt to help him just get his hind legs underneath him, and then I can go back to more progressive one. But to be honest, he won't now in his career have to do the progressive one. Whoa. Good boy. But then you see how that one's square. It's because I've done it more direct, so then he's put his hind legs underneath him. So now I'm going to show you ones from canter to halt. So these are more the advanced ones. Whoop. Okay, so good boy. First of all, you have to have a good canter. If you don't have a good canter, you're not going to get good downwards transition. And what someone once told me, which was really cool, and it's great for the simple changes as well, a horse has to be cantering at the same speed that it would be to walk, to have a good canter to walk. So he can't be going off in a medium canter and then do a good halt. And he can't be even in a working canter and then do a good halt. He's got to have a lovely collected canter so he can kind of just melt into the halt. It feels so nice today. Nailing it. Good. So even now I'm thinking about the straightness. So even if I'm on the wall, like thinking about that straightness. Good boy. Okay, so I'm going to come up the centre line next time around. Oh, we need to do one off the right rein, really. Spent a long time on the left. Good. So I'm going to really try and keep the engagement, because the horse needs more engagement around a turn than it does in a straight line. I'm looking where I'm going. Good, looking on my line. Good.
And now I'm still keeping that slight positioning to the left. Keeping him wrapped around my inside leg, because I'm still in the left canter, even though I'm going straight. Little wobble there that I had to correct, that's fine. So I'm just going to do one from the right rein. Good boy, don't go. Lovely change, well done. Okay, so his canter's worse than the right rein, which is probably why I was choosing the left rein. So here I'm just thinking about getting him in a bit of a better balance. I'm going to touch him with my leg, just check he's in front of it. He's trying to move to the left a little bit, so I'm keeping that left leg on, left rein. And you know, when you turn a horse that's a little bit weaker in balance, they're going to struggle more. So you'll see how his balance is a little bit weak around the turn. That's why I have to really ride him with my legs. So for me, he feels like he's starting to canter onto the forehand. So I'm really having to touch him with my legs to get him a little bit more in balance. Good boy. That's it, good lad. Good, so I've just touched him to say, come on, don't canter down, canter up. And I'll touch him again. Good, but I'm still going to stay on this exercise because, you know, when I'm in a test, I can't go, oh, it's not in the right balance, I can't do it. So I've got to learn to save it in the moment. So I'm still going to stay on these lines, but I'm just working on getting him in that better balance. Good boy, and looking where I'm going. Good. These better be straight, by the way. Gutted if they weren't. Okay, so this time I'm going to show you when I start to do the halts. Oh gosh. So what I'll be doing is checking that I can half halt and he listens and he doesn't fall in a heap. So round the corner, really ride him. Don't let him fall in, don't let him fall out. Good, right, so here I'm going, right, could I halt now? Could I halt now? And I want to question that all the time, like, could I make a halt out of this canter? Okay, so he has wiggled that way. I'm just going to trot out. But then you see how the halt was crooked and then the move off's crooked. So it really does make a huge difference. So what I'm going to do now, because I'm aware that he moves his bum to the left, I'm going to ride that left hind leg more going into the halt. And I'm not going to let it happen, and I'm going to save it. And that's really where the good test riders are the good test riders. They save things before they happen. Good, so good, keep that canter. Good boy. Could I halt from this? Engage the left hind. So still a little bit of a move off, but not as bad. Good boy. And turn. Oh, half halt round the corner. Okay, I'll just do it once more. And this is always his thing, like he always tries to arrange himself to the left. So that's just a weakness, that's just where he struggles a little bit more, but I've just got to be aware of that. Whoa, so half halt, round the corner. Even now I'm thinking, come on left leg, come on left hind, come on left hind, that's it. Collect him. So then he goes slightly to the right. How slightly to the right was that? Smidge. Am I being really fussy? Oh, that's fine though. So it's good to be fussy. But yeah, you can see like I've corrected it, he's gone too much the other way. This is why, okay, I know it's only a tiny amount, but you do see people, their horse swings their quarters to the left, so they like get over to the right and then they swing them all the way over to the right. You've got to be very aware of how much you correct them. You don't want to go the other way, you just want to go straight. So I'll just try to do one more. David would be so proud if I get this right. Whoa. Okay, so it was straighter, but it wasn't direct. But these are one of these things, like this is why these things take time to perfect. So what I'm going to do, because before he runs out of energy, I'm going to show you guys from the side the halt, and then we'll finish there. Woo. Come here. I'm not editing that out, that's so staying in. We're not going to be a copy and paste rider. Good boy. Okay, so let's do the same thing that we did for the trot ones. He'll be like, why are we doing halts here? We normally do changes. So again, like really thinking about the balance. Whoa, right, that was totally my fault because I crouched forward. You guys won't see it that badly, but I can feel it. I went onto my knees and kind of went here because I was like, oh, I didn't want to pull him onto the forehand by sitting up. The problem is he put himself on the forehand because I tipped over his shoulders. So what I'm going to do is stay. Whoa. Good. Come on. Good boy. Well done. And you can see I'm kind of cantering out. I wouldn't suggest doing that on the centre line. So if you're practicing tests, if you do a bad halt and then you canter out, then when you get into a test, they're always going to be like, oh, do I canter? But this is just because it's not in a test area, so. Good boy. Okay, so just do one more. Feels in a good balance today for him. But I mean, like, you know, you can see if you've watched his warm-up video, how he does struggle to keep his neck up and his balance, and that is a work in progress. Okay, so square but shifted to the left. Right, I'm going to stop talking for a minute and try and ride properly. Good boy. I love how I choose things like my nemesis. Good boy. And then trot out. Good lad. Will that do? He's like star pupil, isn't he?